Is the remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant finally going to show up in your bank account? This is an LALATE Bombshell update for Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and drop your comments below, and we may feature them in tomorrow's recording. And please click the bell so you get notifications when we go live with a new video. And we'll be answering all 77 of your questions from Friday's incredibly watched EIDL grant video. If you've not watched as well and you want an EIDL loan, please watch our Friday recording about the EIDL loan terms and conditions. You may not be happy with them. A link to that video is appearing above. But let's get right to the news. And as I will always have said to you, and I'll say again today, this channel will never have clickbait. And if something is rumor, we'll call it rumor. And if it's old news, we'll call it old news. And so let me get right to it. In the last 24 hours, we've been receiving a lot of questions in the form of comments, people jumping in the live chat, about two things. And one of them is this claim that someone has the inside with a representative at SBA and has heard word on the street that you're all going to get the remainder of your $10,000 grant, your EIDL grant, deposited in your bank account eventually. At this point, my response to you is that is clickbait, and it is unconfirmed, and it is highly unlikely. There is no indication that that's happening. The way this channel has evolved is when we hear something happen 4 or 5 or 6 times, then we believe it to be true or highly likely to be true. But when we hear it one time, which this has been one time, there's no other indication that anyone is getting the remainder of that $10,000 balance, then that appears to be the case. Here's the second one. A lot of you have been asking it. There have been a lot of lawsuits that have been filed about the EIDL grant. There have been a lot of claims about people wanting to sue regarding the remainder of the EIDL grant. More power to them. That doesn't mean you're going to get them. And here's the backdrop. If you want to pull the original rules and regulations about the SBA, which you can. It says that SBA can create guidance and guidelines as to how it gives out money. It can. But I really think, and this is my thought without looking at the original CARES Act language, that clicks in when we talk about loans. When you're wondering about how much an EIDL loan can be for, the terms of the loan, the terms of repayment of the loan, the penalty, that is all clearly within the rules and guidelines that SBA is allowed to do. They're allowed to do that under federal guidelines. Now, the question about being able to maneuver things around with the grant money, that has always been the discourse of this channel is not appropriate. The original CARES Act said $10,000 per business. It didn't say anything about $1,000 per employee per business. And SBA clearly went off the tracks on this. The question is, how is it going to get back on the tracks, and when, if ever? You know, lawsuits, and here just one last second about this. Class action lawsuits eventually make money for the class action lawyers. They don't make money for you. But if they do file class action, every single person that's impacted by an EIDL grant will be impacted. Now, whether you will get the remainder of the funds just because it's a successful class action lawsuit is highly unlikely. What often happens in class action lawsuits is 90% of the money goes to the class action lawyers, and very little goes to the actual class, which could be you. So there you go. If we hear anything that you're going to receive the remainder of the $10,000 grant, we will tell you. But for now, and we will always tell you, if something is clickbait, gossip, or rumor, that is what this is. Finally, you've been all talking about stuff that you have seen in other videos where people have just heard about things. Please look at dates. Someone sent us a link to something today. The person was talking about something from April. Another person sent us something yesterday. The person was referring to something on Reddit from April. These aren't news things. These are people taking stuff that is old and trying to make a video out of it and trying to get you to watch it. You shouldn't do it. You should stay with us, which is what we're going to do right now. We're going to answer your 77 questions from Friday's recording, and let's get right to it. James, and there's some bombshells in here, so please stay to the end. We'll be answering all of your questions. James Brown, applied for EIDL grant April 6th. After 1.5 months, I got nothing. SBA can kiss my ass. Applied for PUA and approved in 1 day, certified for 8 weeks of back pay. Thank you, LA, for all the info. We've been saying that all along. Get that PUA. If you apply for PUA, get the PUA. You'll get it right away. It's not $100. It's thousands of dollars. It will come right to you if you're impacted for several weeks. You can do the math. You can do the math. Several $100s a week for several weeks. It comes right into your bank account instead of playing games with this SBA. Absolutely. John Finley, at this point, I'm frustrated. I am in the process of freezing my credit reports. So you know this is fraud. I will not make up the subject with cancer. I've had enough to deal with this crap. We'll take positive vibes you can send my way. Send them your way, Johnny. Send them your way. David Vasquez. Man, the way you explain this is amazing. Thank you for the help. Well, I try to make it very simple because it is sort of a hot mess. The tamale house jumps. No money say I don't qualify, and they say I got my grant. So we detailed on a Friday video that some of you were denied EIDL loan based upon a prior grant, which you never received. Awful. I mean, that's why they're denying loans upon a made-up contention. Sam Datu. I think this dude goes outside to piss in the bushes, then records his videos in the puddle of piss. Well, thank you, Sam, for your generous comment, and I appreciate you for giving the click view also as well. Sam Smith. Take the loan, keep the grant portion, and pay off the loan. This will allow you to get the grant and get the loan to appear on your credit. No payment for a year at least if the interest is money market and pay off the loan completely. Not such a good advice, Sam. Watch our video in the link above about how bad the loan is. If you're collateralized, you better follow their rules or they can call the loan plus penalty, which one viewer thinks it's 1.5. So if it's a $100,000 loan, they can call the loan immediately for $150,000 allegedly. Not good advice, Sam. Smart. Will Mickelson, your trees or bushes are branching out. Great. Hope to see your landscaping tour soon. Yeah, sometimes it's very windy and they're moving amok behind me, but today they're pretty stagnant. A late bloomer. Great video. I applied on 411, heard nothing, called 520, tier 2 applicant. I gave her the 330 application. She told me to give it a week and call back for supervisor. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Corn-fed. You are the man, LA. Keep up the videos. Well, thank you. S. Carter. Aunt received her loan, but no grant. Call SBA. Don't ask for the grant. Call back and ask for the grant and was told not everyone is qualified for the grant. Has anyone heard this issue? That's bullcrap. Call them again and ask for the grant. You're entitled. She's entitled to the grant. Everyone on this channel has called when they receive the loan and you're entitled to the grant. The rule is currently if you get a loan, you're entitled to the grant. If you don't get a loan, you won't be getting the grant. Kevin McCoy received an email 4 weeks ago saying they're working on no further communication. If you want that loan, call right away, Kevin, and talk to them right away. Ernie Terrell, I'm going to call Tuesday. I got a $1,000 grant, I think. Grant and no loan portal. Cash is king. My president says grants of $10,000, not $1,000. Very true, Ernie. Call them. If it's been a while and you have not received your loan money, call them. Your loan offer. Oh, it goes all. Oh, no, this is MA 820. I'm self-employed, received the $1,000 grant. Received an email of a $12,000 portal. I don't need, if I get the balance of $9,000 grant, I don't need the loan. Well, you're not. You're not getting the $9,000 balance. I was approved for PUA and receiving $805 a week. Wow, that's a lot. Does this conflict with the EIDL grant and the loan? I would call SBA on that. Kanji, my credit file was pulled, and today I have no idea how long I have to wait. Kanji, it's 2-3 weeks after you receive your grant money. If you've not received the grant, call SBA, and they will give you guidance on that. Otherwise, it's just generally been too long for most people. Sam Lombardo, who comments regularly, I have a bombshell explosive, XLOL. Do you realize the money that was used up in April most likely would deny the Vortex loans? Great question. They literally wasted a month of trying to save money on denials before waiting for new funds back in April. I did reply sarcastically with my sole proprietorship, curious to see what would happen if I get a loan, be smart and get the loan for the grant and then send back the loan. Interesting. Eileen, I haven't received nothing. Not sure if I want it now. Too many terms. Yes, so Eileen is referring to that EIDL loan terms. It's in the link above. If from Friday's video, the EIDL loan terms, they are horrific. They are onerous, so you have to hope you get the grant money because that EIDL loan is just awful. Now, if you don't want any EIDL, also click above, and we have a link to the Main Street Lending Program, which we've been detailing a lot on this channel. It's in our financial news playlist. It may be of interest to you. It's not written by SBA. Lewis, never heard of anything from SBA. Got the $1,000. Where's the loan application? The rest of the grant money. You're not getting the rest of the grant money. Call SBA if you're wondering where the loan is. You should get it 2 to 3 weeks after you get the grant. David Kramer spoke of a tier 2. She was nice. She told me they will probably open the application for other agricultural businesses. Probably. Yeah, sure. I don't see that happening. I don't believe it's happening. Eileen, but if it does, we will update you. Eileen, I also applied for unemployment silence from them. Everywhere you turn, it's nothing. That's bad. I don't remember what state you are in, Eileen, but watch our PUA and unemployment videos. Caltech Civ. There's going to be a big fraud against the SBA. The Fed is on them. Ricardo Hall, great videos daily. Well, thank you, Ricardo. Dermacare, LA, so many call reps are so unprofessional, rude. Thanks a lot, LA. Well, thank you, Dermacare doctor. Robert, so after you said I wouldn't get my grant and declined for the loan, I called both my senators. Oh, I love this. He called his senators. One gave an advocate to contact the SBA directly. He called me today. The SBA claims I got my grant already. She said it was funded May 14th. I told him I didn't have it and sent back a copy of my account. He's getting back to me by next Thursday. He also gave me his cell phone number and office extension in my senator's office. He says he will expedite an appeal. Now I'm hearing the terms. I'm worried that I'm wasting his time on a loan I most likely won't take. Depends on the terms acceptable. My advice is if you want the loan or if you're having problems with your grant, call your senators, especially if you live in Florida. They both care, and they'll both assign you to someone who works directly with the SBA to cut through the crap. It's amazing how much they care. Wow. This is the first time I've heard this. This is wonderful. Bombshell, 11 minutes into this video. Jay Smith, finally got my portal invite today, May 22nd, $20,000 loan. Hopefully the processing a breeze. Great. Nate, April 8th Vortex, as you know, 330, 331 and April 8th Vortex. Finally got my credit pulled yesterday, still no communication. Oh, awful. Eileen, believe it or not, PayPal is not reaching out to me for my PPP loan. I don't think PayPal ever reached out to anyone for their PPP loan. They're horrible. Boo. No EIDL grant portal invite, May 16th. Credit pulled, funded, $10,000 loan and $1,000 grant. Great. Corina, I'm not sure what SBA is doing with all the money. No one does. I applied April 4th and repeatedly been told it's being processed. I think they're investing it for themselves. Wow. Mike Shumitsits. End of March application signed on May 15th. This morning had the loan and grant deposits in my account finally. Great news. Finally, FYI, Schedule C not deposited in my account under business name, unlike I didn't need to call in. Well, good. 705 credit score, though. Troy Harvey. Hey, here's my info. Was denied for EIDL loan. Didn't get grant due to wrong bank info. Didn't hear anything for a week. Yes, I called voicemail. Great coverage, fella. Well, thank you, Troy. Hyde Park. 330 Vortex. Didn't get anything. Every time was correct. Just waiting. Nothing. Awful. Unseen Hero. Does anyone know how many points the credit check takes off your score? No, that's been asked, Unseen Hero, who patronizes and supports our super chats, our live feeds. If you know how many credit points your Experian credit score drop because of EIDL, drop in the comments below, and Unseen Hero will see it. Mimi, SBA deposited my grant and loan. They didn't check my credit. I don't think that's true, but maybe. And later they sent me an email saying the loan's processed. I'm not sure what's going on with their system, but I got all my money. Wow, great. Ather Syed. Any possibility SBA can modify the contract if it's too tough? I can't keep up with the bookkeeping. No, but please watch our EIDL loan video today, which went live at about 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It talks about a lot of you. You're ready to turn back that loan money or reduce it below the $25,000 collateral threshold. Robert Henson, you're just awesome. Well, thank you, Robert. Milton. Dear LALATE, first off, mega bombshell. I'm in the 331 Vortex, and today, Saturday, September 31, I finally spoke to my loan officer, told that because I keep a calling, they've called me and are working on my loan and grant. Also was told there are thousands in it. Well, wow. So he followed our advice. He has pestered them in numerous times, and they said his pestering has worked, and they're getting his grant and loan money to him shortly. Keep us updated. Robert S. This is exactly what my denial email says. Economic injuries less. I never see. What should I do? You should do a reconsideration. We've done a series of videos on that. Check that in the link above under our financial playlist. Corey Wright, dear American citizens, the system is broken. LALATE reading an email about non-citizens receiving a $31,000 loan. This is crazy. Michael Jung, I don't think the SBA system website works properly. I received an email invitation to apply for the loan. I opened the portal, filled out the information. No problem with the identification. However, the next electronic disbursements for my bank account didn't work. I can't verify any information. Wow. Anyway, my loan was approved without any grant. I don't know whether I should be happy without a grant. You should call SBA and say, where's your grant money, Michael? I know you watch our videos, you comment daily. Thank you for your patience. You should be calling SBA and say, where's my grant money? Thank you for the loan, but where's my grant money? Christine Chester, I love your daily updates. Thank you, Christine. Kristen, I called SBA on the 14th and was told that my credit report was pulled and being processed. I asked if there was anything that was negative on my report. I said yes. They told me that I probably wouldn't get the loan. Wow. Norma May. Thank you again. Well, thank you, Norma. Les, people saying their credit got dinged in the last couple months are full of crap. Any of the financial institutions are not reporting delinquencies to the credit bureaus right now. You can also call your credit card companies. They're letting you skip at least 2 payments. Great news, Lees. Robert Mitchell, 331 Vortex. Wow. Received grant, though, was given a loan offer, but the loan offer was ridiculously low. Spoke with the officer. She said it was a mistake. He got a loan offer, and SBA said it was a mistake. Wow. Received 5 emails. They changed the loan amount, but then it was still the same loan amount. Loan was equal to 6 days of our payroll. Spoke to the processor again. They said it was a glitch, and they're going to fix it. So I think, Bombshell at the very end of this video, 16 minutes, thank you for staying to the end, but basically this will probably be the topic of tomorrow's video for EIDL loan, that someone said he was given a low loan amount, and that SBA confirmed that was due to a computer glitch. Well, that's very charming. You learn everything every single day, and just when you thought you heard everything, you hear it again. You hear something new. If you have comments, drop them below by Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please click the alert bell on the homepage of this channel so you're alerted when new updates to these videos are uploaded. And thank you for your great comments, 77 of them on EIDL grant. As always, stay FLA for more.